Recognizing and understanding the growth and fixed mindsets by Shante Hamilton. Mindset can be termed as a person's belief regarding intelligence and whether it is fixed or has the possibility to grow. Carol Dweck says a person's mindset has profound impacts on their motivation, learning, and school achievement. So, what is the growth mindset exactly? DeWitt coined the terms fixed and growth mindset to describe the underlying beliefs people have about learning and intelligence. When students believe they can get smarter, they understand that effort makes them stronger. The growth mindset thinking involves being inspired by the success of others, embracing a challenge, trying to overcome obstacles, knowing that growth and learning required effort, and knowing that you can reach ever higher levels of achievement. If you fail, fail forward. In the growth mindset, we look at failures as learning opportunities. Take Steve Jobs, for example. His failure, he turned that into a learning opportunity. And today, in the year 2017, he is an entrepreneur, a businessman, an inventor, and industrial designer. The growth mindset is important because it affects how we handle our everyday life encounters, how we set and plans to reach our goals, how we deal with everyday struggles and failures, how we interact with colleagues and students, and how we relate constructive criticism as well as how we receive it. I will incorporate the four steps by praising the effort. Studies show that teaching people to have a growth mindset encourages a focus on effort rather than on intelligence or talent. Praising intelligence tells children that they do not have to work too hard to perform well. But praising the effort tells children that performance is the result of hard work. The consequences of the different mindsets. If you praise a student for their intelligence, then they will go after easier problems, easier situations. But if they are being praised for their effort, they will go after more challenging problems, more challenging situations, and not let it knock them down, therefore being more successful in their future. I plan to incorporate the steps by recognizing the fixed mindset and overcoming those thoughts by talking back to it with the growth mindset frame of thinking. I will recognize that I have a choice in my thinking and learn from my setbacks instead of letting them knock me down. The power of yet is one of the most powerful tools that I learned from Carol Dweck. The power of yet lets students know that just because you haven't gotten something yet doesn't mean that it won't come later. And it also influenced the teachers to know that just because your student isn't getting it yet does not mean that they won't get it later. There is still hope. The power of yet changes the way that we address setbacks and our failures. And we know that our brain is a muscle and that we use our mistakes to learn from and feed the brain and train the brain. Within my classroom, I will change students talking of themselves, changing their talk back to the fixed mindset and changing that to growth mindset. For example, instead of saying, this is too hard, I'll empower them to say things like, this may take some time and effort, but I know that I'll get it in time. It's important for my students to have the growth mindset because it will help them face their challenges with positive attitudes. It helps them to believe in themselves and feel that they can improve with effort and enjoy learning. I will promote the growth mindset in my everyday conversations. I will use the growth mindset when relaying constructive criticism to students and instilling in them the power of yet to help them better receive information. I will also use it when speaking to colleagues as an encouraging tool for themselves as well as their students, especially those star grade level teachers. I'll help my staff create a growth mindset classroom with the aid of cards. Therefore, they know how to change talking, the frame of talking within their classroom, and then help the students to change their frame of thinking as well. In closing, what kind of mindset do you have? Do you talk back to your failures? Do you learn from them? Or do you let them set you back? I encourage you to look further into the growth mindset with Carol Dweck and Eduardo Brasenio.